Breaking tonight, Donald Trump launches a new attack in his back-and-forth battle with Carly Fiorina. It comes right before the two face off on tomorrow night's debate stage. And that's also the first time they will be together since Trump took a shot at Fiorina's looks in Rolling Stone magazine, saying, quote, "Look at that face. Would anyone vote for that? Can you imagine that, the face of our next president?" Carly then responded with this ad.
Ladies, look at this face. This is the face of a 61-year-old woman I am proud of every year and every wrinkle.
Then, last night in Dallas, Trump seemed to suggest that he is the victim here.
You know, it's incredible. I'll make statements because, Carly's giving me a little bit of a hard time, even though her poll numbers are horrible. She's the one. She was another one. She's surging. Everybody's surging but me.
The former Hewlett-Packard CEO and presidential candidate Carly Fiorina joins me now. Carly, great to see you tonight. So, do you believe that he is playing the victim here, acting like you are coming after him after he insulted your face?
Well, I don't know. Honestly, Donald Trump says all kinds of things. I don't really worry much about what Donald Trump says, honestly. I'm out there talking with voters every day. This isn't entertainment, although it's obviously very entertaining to many people. But these are actually serious times. Voters don't ask me about Donald Trump or his comments. They ask me about their health care or their kids' education or how we're going to defeat ISIS or how we're going to get debt under control. They thank me for answering their questions in terms they can understand. We're at a pivotal point, and I think most people know it.
But the one thing, the reason it's relevant is not because, is Carly Fiorina a victim? I don't think anybody looks at you and thinks victim. But it's relevant because character matters, does it not? If he is a sexist, is it important to know that?
Of course character matters. When you think about leadership, and certainly the Oval Office requires leadership, it is about strength. It is about courage. It is about judgment. It is about temperament. It is most definitely about character. And character requires humility and empathy as well as confidence. And one of the things that I believe is that character is revealed over time and under pressure. And so I think all of our characters are being revealed over time and under pressure, including Mr. Trump's.
How do you made a comment to a reporter the other day talking about how half the questions you get asked are about him. And, I confess, we have presidential candidates on the show all the time. We talk a lot about him because he's leading in the polls by a lot, because he is compelling to watch on television. How do you get oxygen in the midst of a race like this, given the presence of a celebrity billionaire presidential frontrunner like Donald Trump?
Well, with all due respect to pollsters and media people, neither one of them decide elections. Voters do. And so when I'm on the ground, it turns out that even though I continue to have the lowest name ID in the field, and tomorrow night's debate is another great opportunity for me to introduce myself to the American people, I'm still in the top 5 in every single state poll. In other words, the people who decide elections are voters. And if you go back in every presidential election, the polls, the pundits, the money, the media all said that Ronald Reagan couldn't win and Jimmy Carter couldn't win and Bill Clinton couldn't win and Barack Obama couldn't win, and they all won. And they won because voters decided they should win.
Tomorrow night, there's going to be a lot of focus on you, because you weren't on the sort of main stage last time around. Do you feel that pressure, and do you have any sort of a debate ritual that you go through prior to going out there?
Well, I certainly know that this is a big opportunity. It's a big opportunity, as I say, for me to introduce myself to the almost 50% of the nation and Republican primary voters who don't know my name and don't know I'm running for president. So it's a big opportunity and it's a big platform. In terms of a debate ritual, I really don't, but here's what I think about a lot. Of course, I read up on current issues to make sure I understand what's going on. And I think very carefully, I guess, about what I want to convey in 30-second chunks or a minute chunks. Because the thing about a debate that's a little bit different than campaigning out there every day is you have a very prescribed time frame.
Right.
One of the things that voters say to me all the time is, thank you so much for answering my question. Thank you so much for talking in common sense terms that I can understand. And I want to continue to answer people's questions and speak in common sense terms, and I need to do it in 30 seconds or a minute chunks.
I read that you play a little solitaire on your phone, too. Is that true?
I do. Yes, I do. I play solitaire on my phone, and then the last thing I do, you know, my husband and I have a quiet moment together, and then I spend some time in solitude, in prayer, before it's time to actually go out on that stage.
It can't hurt. Carly Fiorina, great to see you.
Nice to see you, Megyn. Thanks for having me.